The Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem was very quick to post online. While we don't know the motive yet, we know our ICE law enforcement is facing unprecedented violence against them. Vice President J.D. Vance echoing that by posting the obsessive attacks on law enforcement, particularly ICE, must stop. But within the last few minutes, we've heard from a spokesperson for Immigration and Customs Enforcement that the victims in this case were detainees, not employees. We expect more detail on that when there is a press conference, which is due.
Now imagine that. Take a look at this, Rasa. Of course, as I'm sure most of y'all have heard, in Dallas, Texas today, this morning, there was a shooting that took place where 2 people were unalive and I believe 4 people were hit. And as you see from the news report, Secretary of State, or was it Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, gave her statement along with Vice President J.D. Vance. Earlier, Senator Ted Cruz, and I believe the FBI director in their statements, right, were also, giving, an overview of what had taken place. One thing that all of them have in common is that none of them gave their condolences to the victims. None of them acknowledged or wanted to talk about the detainees, right, that got hit. One was unalive. The other person alive, I believe, was the shooter. But that lets you know something. That lets you know, this was their chance to show how humane they are with everything that's going on, how ICE is being demonized, right? I believe Ted Cruz was talking about how he was tired of them being demonized. Well, here was your chance to show it, and y'all did not. Ted Cruz and the FBI director, Salaki, I forgot his name, ran when they were confronted with the question. So what do y'all have to say about that? I said, what do y'all think the situation is? Of course, they don't know the motive of the shooter. They claim it was a targeted attack. They claim that it was, well, now they're saying that it was a targeted attack against ICE, but the whole atmosphere of what's going on, right? The whole narrative they're pushing is that ICE is the victim. Well, what about the detainees? Are they not victims? Are y'all not going to acknowledge them? What do y'all have to say about that? Let me know what y'all think. Orale.